Well, okay. Heat versus Bucks. Bucks win at 132-98. I don't think anybody expected the game to start like that, especially given what happened in Game One, where it went to OT. Heat were played terribly, and they still had a chance to get that game in overtime, especially with Butler playing poorly, Bam playing poorly. If they just played even a little bit better, Heat would have pulled out Game One. However, Game Two, it was just an offensive explosion from the Bucks in the first quarter. You don't need to look past the first quarter of this game. I mean, just look at how this game started. Giannis hits a three. Okay, Giannis hits a three to start. That's never good news for your team. Giannis layup, DiVincenzo three, DiVincenzo two, Giannis tip in, Middleton three, and just like that, Heat are up 15-2. And then Bam starts this game 0 of 3. I think Jimmy starts the game like 2 of 6. The Heat just didn't look ready to play. They didn't look ready to play. The rotations were good. And then let's talk about that man, Bryn Forbes. Forbes comes off the bench, and he goes and hits 4 or 5 from 3 in the first. He was red hot. Just absolutely red hot. What a treasure. What a treat off the bench to get a performance like that from one of your role guys. And even Pat Connaughton comes in, hits 2 of 2 from 3. The Bucks hit 10 threes in the first quarter. 10 threes. Okay, they scored 46 points in the first quarter. It was just unbelievable how well they played offensively. And the Heat couldn't do anything to slow them down. And they just couldn't keep pace with themselves. They weren't making shots themselves, right? You keep it, when a team gets that hot, if you can just keep it a little bit close, right? You don't get down by 26 points maybe. You only get down by 16 because you just feel like that other team can't stay that hot. Well, you know what? They pretty much stayed that hot. They finished the game 22-53 from 3. It's hard to win games when the other team shoots like that. And you're just thinking, okay, after the first quarter explosion, they're down 26. If they can, by halftime, if they can just get it down to, 15, right? Come back in the third, maybe you chip it down to 10. So you're entering the fourth quarter only down 10 points. But they just couldn't find the ability to put to make that run, right? Or if they did make, have a little bit of a mini run, the Bucks would come right back and hit another 3, or Giannis would put it in another bucket. Now, he had 31 points on 23 shots, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. It's really hard to beat the Bucks if Giannis is going to play like this. Now, when you have your role guys hitting threes, right? Middleton's not a role guy, but you have DiVincenzo and Forbes and Connaughton. Even Tucker hit a 3. That opens up the lane, right, for Giannis, and you can't defend him one-on-one going downhill. You can't. You usually have to build a wall. You can't build that wall if the role guys are just going to come in and hit threes anyways. So outside of this first quarter, the Heat actually played the Bucks evenly. Okay, second quarter was 31-32 Bucks. Third quarter was 27-29 Bucks. And fourth quarter, essentially get throughout the fourth quarter because they kind of just sat everybody at that point. But it was 20-25. So the Heat can throw out the first quarter and they can take a look at what happened in the second and third quarter to see how they can make adjustments in Game 3. Now, Bucks fans, after that OT win and playing like that, you can really feel good about yourself right now. You took care of business at home, right? And if you're the Heat fans, you're thinking, okay, we had a chance. We missed an opportunity in Game 1. Occasionally, the team just gets really hot. We lost Game 2. Throw it out. We go back home, take care of Game 3. But now all the pressure is on Miami, all of it. So the Bucks got to be feeling pretty good about themselves the way that they played. But the pressure now is back on Miami because they now have to take care of their home court. And then we'll see what happens after that. But in Game 3, I expect Miami to come out with a lot more fire, a lot more intensity, especially defensively, and start off with an early lead. And let's see if the Bucks can temper that pace and match that intensity. And maybe they still Game 3. game 3 or 4. And once once you're up 3-0 or 3-1, you're kind of in the driver's seat. So I feel really good about the Bucks in this series now that they took care of home court. And that's all they have to do at the end of the day is take care of home court to win this series. That's why you play all year to get home court. So what are your thoughts going forward in game 2, game 3? Make sure to comment below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you like the content here.